Hello, Intowners, from the basement of the Prentice home, one of the only semi-quiet rooms that I could find in our house on a Thursday night to talk with you about the ministry of Intown in 2017. Now, if you've been around for a while, you know that 2016 was a year of great transition and change. We were able to expand our staff team to include Jillian and Maria, who've done an incredible job remodeling and expanding our ministry to children and to youth. And we also made the big decision together to move into a different denominational context, believing that we could better fulfill our missional calling and strategy in the Reformed Church of America. And that created a great deal of conversation, and people began to assess and reassess their relationship with the church. And many of our leaders began to take a step further into relationship with Intown. And we want to capture that enthusiasm and that excitement for 2017. And so I've asked each of the leaders to submit an actionable strategy for how do we now live into this new context? How do we begin to implement our ministry more fully? And we shared some of this with you in our ministry strategy overview session after worship 2 weeks ago, and many of you were there, but we want to take the opportunity for each person in their particular area to share with you in a video blog like this one what they're excited about, what's driving them for 2017. Now for me as the pastor, this means talking about two things: integration and spiritual formation. And I've said for a number of years that Intown does a really good job at making a good first impression. People are enthusiastic when they come into worship and they're welcomed and they get to experience the liturgy and the music and the community that is really exciting. And we do an okay job at integrating them into the life of the church relationally. But what we haven't traditionally done a very good job with is spiritual formation, digging deep roots of spiritual formation and their relationship with Jesus with people that come and become a part of Intown for the long haul. So I want to tell you about two different things that we're going to be trying this year. And there's a lot of exciting things happening, but two things that I feel like are on my plate and my agenda. One is expanding our community group system. Now, we believe highly in community groups, that this is sort of next to Sunday morning the primary way to connect with Intown and get involved in its ministry. And so we have groups that meet all over the city, but we don't have enough of them. And so we need to launch this year 5 to 6 new groups. And the cool thing is that we've already started doing that. We have 2 groups that should be starting in the next couple of weeks and have already had their initial launch meeting. And I'm grateful to Peter Evers, one of our members, who has stepped in to help and assist me in that. These 2 groups that are launching are in the inner Northeast and inner Southwest, but we would also like to see groups in the next couple of months launch in the I-205 corridor, as well as in North Portland. And these create space for spiritual friendships and people to share life together and to receive pastoral care and know that they're cared for. And these are very vital. And so I hope that you'll pray with me about these community groups. And if you're not a part of one, now is a great time to be a part of one and to join a new group. The second thing that I'm really excited about is launching a group of discipleship and spiritual formation oriented small groups. And in these groups, members will be talking about for a year, who is God? Who am I? And what am I supposed to do in light of those two insights? What is my mission? Why am I here? And what we would like to see is over time to have the opportunity for everyone who wants to be a part of one of these groups and then to perhaps facilitate one on their own. And so this would multiply exponentially throughout the congregation over the next 2 to 3 years, where we can have a very identifiable strategy of how to help people grow more deeply in love with Jesus and in relationship with Him. Now, I'm really excited about what the year holds for us, and I hope that you are too. And so I invite you to be a part of what's going on here at Intown. Be present on Sunday mornings. Join a community group and be faithful to the relationships in that group. Perhaps dive into one of these mentoring small groups that you can begin to address some of the central themes of what the Bible has to say about what it means to be human in our world and how to live that out. I'd like to know also what excites you, what is on your mind, and what's on your agenda that perhaps we haven't identified with. And you're in luck because my email address is open 24 hours a day, and you can drop me a line and let me know what you would like to see happen in your life and in our community at Intown in 2017. All right, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and I will see you down the road.